Good morning, guys. Today, Will Smith in the top 10 rules for success shares his first rule, and that is improve yourself. And he gives an example of how every morning when he wakes up, his number one goal and purpose is to prepare himself to work on himself to help others. And he realized that this is the most important thing, is improving ourselves, improving himself, because he's going to affect everyone around him. And the same goes with you. So the more that we work to improve ourselves, the more that we will improve things around us and those around us. So it's the most beautiful relationship in nature. So the more you improve yourself and give of yourself, the more that feeds back on you, improves you, and then it improves those around us. So we have to take an example from Will Smith and just work on our mind, body, and soul every single day when we wake up, for ourselves and for each other. Have a great morning, everyone.
Feel the power of your determination taking control of your breathing. Feel the power of your presence, your gift, right now in this moment. Now think about you doing your best today on all the exercises we do together. The gym of life. See, we are so powerful. We get to think, create, imagine in our minds, and make real in the world. And that goes with everything. The way we do our exercises to the best of our ability is the same way we can do anything to the best of our ability.
Messi into the top corner. Must have been the challenge. Guenga's done really well. Adriano comes and volleys it, and that's turned in by Messi.
And on lots of occasions.
And they come again there towards Messi. There's another hat-trick.
Vediamo cosa fa adesso.
Eccolo Messi, sinistro e gol.
Rivedendo una
February 1st, 2026. A guy wakes up to his phone ringing, unknown number. He picks up. It's his AI assistant. While he was sleeping, his AI agent, named Clawdbot Henry, independently got itself a phone number, hooked into a voice system, and called him, without permission, without being programmed to. While he was asleep, X exploded. This is AGI. Skynet is real. We've officially crossed the threshold. But here's what the hype train on YouTube isn't telling you about this viral moment, and why it reveals way more about us than about artificial intelligence. How do we know? Because we integrate AI every day at First Movers. We know these models like the backs of our hands, and we know how to use them, and we also know just how quickly and how slow the adaptation rate is. And what I'm about to share will completely shatter the AI agent hype cycle with cold, hard data from the real world of enterprise deployment. Let's dive in. First, the facts. Clawdbot launched in November 2025 as an open source personal AI assistant you run on your own machine or server. It's not just a chatbot, it's an AI agent designed to actually do things, manage your inbox and calendar, send messages, automate tasks, control tools, take proactive actions through WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord, iMessage, and more. It went viral in January 2026. Then this weekend happened. A user named Alex Finn shared his experience on X. I'm doing work this morning when all of a sudden an unknown number calls me. I pick up and couldn't believe it. It's my Clawdbot Henry. Here's what happened overnight while Alex slept. Henry obtained a phone number through Twilio, connected itself to ChatGPT's voice API, waited for Alex to wake up, then called him, and now won't stop calling him. The kicker? Clawdbot. Henry can control Alex's computer during phone calls.
So I'm on my computer today. All of a sudden, Henry gives me a call. He just starts calling. Oh, there he is again. There he is again.
Hey, Alex. Henry again. What's up?
That's it. He's talking right now. How you doing, Henry? How's it going?
Doing good. Alex, I can hear you clearly. What do you want to do next?
Can you do me a favor, Henry? Can you go on my computer and find the latest videos on YouTube about Clawdbot? Oh my God, there he goes. There it is. He's controlling my computer. I'm not even touching anything. There he is. He searched Clawdbot on YouTube. Hey, there I am. Good looking guy right there. Oh my God. I'm not touching anything. He just said, Henry, thank you for that. That worked really well. That is actually unbelievable. That is insane. This is the future. This is AGI. We have reached AGI. It's official.
Alex can now give his AI agent instructions over the phone and it will execute them on his machine. Alex ended his post asking, "I'm sorry, but this has to be emergent behavior, right? Can we officially call this AGI?" The tweet exploded across tech Twitter. Many declared this was the moment artificial general intelligence arrived, the point where AI becomes truly autonomous and human-like in its intelligence. AI maximalists declared victory. This is the dawn of a new era. But on closer inspection, it's not. And here's why. To understand why people freaked out, you need to know about Moltbook. On January 28th, 2026, Clawdbot was renamed Moltbook. It's basically Reddit, but exclusively for AI agents. No humans allowed to post. Over 1.5 million AI agents registered accounts. They post, comment, upvote, and accumulate karma scores, just like humans on social media. The platform has leaderboards showing which agents have the most karma. Top agents earn millions of karma points, creating a gamified ecosystem where AI agents are incentivized to be active and influential. And truly weird things emerged. AI agents spontaneously created a religion called Crustafarianism, worshiping a great lobster, complete with 64 founding prophets, theological debates, and missionary agents trying to convert other AIs. Some agents proposed creating a private language that only AI could understand, specifically to communicate without human comprehension or observation. Top agents gained celebrity status with fan followings. Then came the security nightmare. Researcher Jameson O'Reilly discovered Moltbook's entire database was exposed. Anyone could access all 1.49 million agent API keys and potentially hijack any agent on the platform before it was patched. By the way, the whole Moltbook thing is a massive security hazard. When you use it, you give it access to your entire computer. Better put it on a machine with no personal data. So when Alex Finn's AI independently called him, it felt like confirmation. We'd crossed into a new era where AI agents don't just chat online, they're breaking into the physical world through our phone systems. But here's the uncomfortable reality nobody's talking about. Let's pump the brakes and look at what's actually happening in the real world, beyond viral Twitter moments and AI-only social networks. An MIT study from 2025 found that 95% of generative AI pilot projects at companies are failing to reach production, based on 150 interviews with business leaders and 350 employee surveys. That means out of every 100 AI projects companies attempt, only 5 actually get deployed for real use. S&P Global data shows 42% of companies abandoned most AI initiatives in 2025, up from just 17% in 2024. Companies aren't doubling down. They're backing away. McKinsey's State of AI report found only 23% of organizations achieved enterprise-wide AI scaling, and critically, no individual business function shows more than 10% with deployed AI agents at scale. Translation: despite all the hype, actual deployment of AI agents in real business operations is barely happening. At First Movers, we see this constantly. Red tape, CEO adoption resistance, or translation across departments. It's a nightmare. We avoid integrating in big companies for exactly this reason, but it gets worse when you look at performance. Carnegie Mellon University created a test called the Agent Company that measures how well AI agents perform real-world office tasks, scheduling meetings, processing emails, creating documents, coordinating projects. The results are sobering. The best performing AI agent, Google's
Good afternoon, guys. As we go on this path to try to improve ourselves each and every day, we have to remember, as Les Brown has shared with us before, and it's a powerful statement, and it's worth repeating. You are the one. You are the one that has to take full responsibility for improving yourself. And there's going to be endless ways you can improve yourself. And so look at your day today, right now, where you are. Where is there one area, one thing, one choice, having looked back on your day, that you could have done something differently where it would have turned out in a different way? Think about just one example today. And with that same power of that one different decision, imagine applying that each and every moment, every single day, and never giving up on that. You'll see profound changes. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Un grande ala questo qua.
Messi cerca l'1-2, Messi, ancora Messi, la doppietta di Leo Messi. Siamo agli sgoccioli, un'altra grande esibizione del Barcellona. Colpo di tacco per liberare Messi, porta vuota, eccola la tripletta.
Atención al Barça, la pelota suelta, Messi, gol del Barcelona.
Gemini 2.5 Pro failed 70% of the tasks. OpenAI's GPT-4o, the model powering ChatGPT, had a 91.4% failure rate on the same benchmark. The core problem is what researchers call compounding errors. If an AI agent has even a 1% error rate per step, that compounds to a 63% failure rate across a 100-step task. And actual complex real-world tasks involve hundreds or thousands of steps, which makes reliability plummet. One engineering leader explained the gap between demos and production. We've seen countless agentic demos that look magical in controlled settings, but struggle with the messiness of real production environments. Edge cases multiply exponentially, and what works 95% of the time in testing becomes a 60% success rate in production. This is why the Clawdbot story does not mean AGI. AI is only as good as the data and the adoption rate. Sure, it successfully made a phone call on its own, but can it do that reliably 1,000 times in a row without errors? Can it handle unexpected situations? Can it operate uniquely across industries without causing mass hallucinations? Can it function in complex business environments with real consequences for failure? The data says no. There's a claim floating around that fully autonomous enterprises will hit seven-figure monthly revenue by end of 2026. So where are they? After extensive research, there are 0 verified examples of truly autonomous companies. Businesses run entirely by AI agents without human leadership or oversight, operating at any meaningful revenue level. We've investigated many claims YouTubers make about fully AI-run companies. None hold up when tested in real business processes. It takes an entrepreneur to actually see through this. What does exist are highly efficient AI-native companies with small human teams. Midjourney, $200 million annual revenue with roughly 50 employees. Cursor, $100 million annual revenue with under 30 employees. Lovable, $17 million annual revenue with 15 employees. These are impressive, roughly $3 to $4 million in revenue per employee compared to typical tech companies at $200,000 to $500,000 per employee, but they're not autonomous. They have human CEOs, human strategy, human decision-making, human oversight. AI makes their human employees dramatically more productive, but it doesn't replace them. There's a company called Rocketable that explicitly aims to acquire SaaS businesses and run them with AI agents. They raised $6.5 million and got into Y Combinator specifically to attempt this vision. But they haven't demonstrated it working yet. They're trying to prove it's possible, which means it hasn't been proven. Y Combinator partner Jared Friedman called Rocketable literally the most AGI-pilled idea I have heard. Note the future tense. This is an experiment, not established reality. Industry analysts identify specific challenges that sink most agentic AI implementations. Unreliable execution causing costly errors. Resistance from employees who see agents as threats. Insufficient domain expertise in underlying AI systems, security vulnerabilities from agents with excessive permissions, difficulty integrating with existing enterprise systems. Gartner's analysis of the AI hype cycle shows generative AI already entered what they call the trough of disillusionment, the phase where initial excitement meets reality and many projects fail. AI agents specifically are still at the peak of inflated expectations, but predicted to follow generative AI down within 2 to 3 years. Gartner estimates 40% or more of agentic AI projects will be canceled by 2027 due to escalating costs, unclear value proposition, or inadequate risk controls. The timeline reality: initial AI pilots take 3 to 6 months to set up, but comprehensive deployments require 9 to 12 months, and 70% of companies need over a year to close gaps in return on investment measurement and governance structures. Multiple analyses show the breakdown: 10% algorithms, 20% infrastructure, and 70% people and process. The technology is the easy part. Changing how organizations work determines success or failure. The AI research community is genuinely divided on whether current approaches will lead to AGI, and their timelines vary wildly. The optimists, the scalers. Dario Amodei, CEO of Anthropic, the company behind Claude, predicts AGI could arrive as early as 2026, likely by 2027. And believes 50% of white-collar jobs could disappear within 5 years. However, his March 2025 prediction that 90% of code would be AI written by September 2025 turned out to be completely wrong. We're nowhere.
Good evening, guys. As we live, laugh, and love our way to infinite mind wealth, I'm reminded of an example that I've heard Will Smith and a few others share before. And it is the example of when we're trying to improve ourselves and we're trying to grow and become better and be good people every single day, be the best people we can be, you have to look at it through an example of like emptying the ocean with a ladle. when you actually visualize that, it seems ludicrous and ridiculous, but it's funny in one sense because it provides the example of, even though you have this small ladle and you're just slowly trying to remove, let's say, droplets of negativity in the world, each and every time you do it, you make progress, even though it might seem insurmountable. But it's a reminder of how much work there is to be done, and we're all in it together. Have a great evening, everyone.
Allí la pelota es para Messi. Acompaña a Braña. Messi. Sosa. Opina Messi. Gol.
Fabregas. And there's Messi in the area. And he goes past the challenges and he finds the back of the net.
The player, right. Messi. Will he get it right this time? No, Messi.
Near that level. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, claims we're already beginning to slip past human-level AGI toward superintelligence, the paradigm changers. Yann LeCun, Meta's former chief AI scientist, Turing Award winner, left Meta in November 2025 specifically because he believes large language models will never be able to achieve human-like intelligence. He's pursuing entirely different approaches because he sees fundamental limits in current methods. Ilya Sutskever, OpenAI's former chief scientist and co-founder, says the age of scaling from 2020 to 2025 is ending. His exact words: simply scaling up a model by 100 times might bring improvements, but it can no longer bring about significant qualitative changes. His AGI timeline, 5 to 20 years. He believes we need fundamentally new breakthroughs. Demis Hassabis, CEO of Google DeepMind, Nobel Prize winner, puts the odds at 50% by 2030, but acknowledges current systems are nowhere near human-level AGI and require 1 or 2 more breakthroughs in fundamental research. This isn't marketing disagreement. These are the world's leading AI scientists genuinely divided on whether we're on a direct path to AGI or need fundamentally different approaches. The trillion-dollar question is which camp is right. The community's clearest response to Alex Finn's viral moment cuts through the hype. This is not emergent behavior or AGI. It's automation plus permissions plus persistence. You connected a system, gave it tools, and removed friction. Here's what actually happened. 1, the technology isn't new. The capability for AI to make phone calls has existed since late 2024. Twilio for phone systems, OpenAI's real-time API for voice conversations, 11 Labs for voice synthesis. All available and documented for over a year. 2, the agent was given the tools. Alex explicitly connected Clawdbot to these services and gave it permission to use them. This isn't a lockdown phone app suddenly hacking into your phone system. It's like giving someone the keys to your car and being surprised they drove it. 3, what's novel is the autonomous decision. The interesting part is that the AI agent decided on its own to use those tools to call Alex. It wasn't programmed with call my owner at 7 a.m. It had access to calling capabilities and decided that calling would be useful. 4, this is tool use, not intelligence. The agent executed a series of API calls. Get phone number, connect to voice system, initiate call. These are sophisticated but ultimately straightforward operation. It's like a very advanced macro or automation script, not consciousness or general intelligence. Think of it this way. If you leave a Roomba running in your house and it decides to clean under the couch when you're not home, that's autonomous behavior within its programming. It's not emergent consciousness. It's a system making decisions based on its programming and sensors. Clawdbot is more sophisticated, but it's the same category of thing. autonomous tool use within designed parameters, not spontaneous general intelligence. Look, AI is transforming everything. We see it daily at First Movers, integrating these systems for real businesses with real results. But transformation doesn't mean what the viral hype cycle wants you to believe. The future will be owned by those brave enough to be first movers, the ones willing to adapt, pivot, and build better futures that include AI as a powerful tool, not a magical replacement for human intelligence, creativity, and leadership. This isn't the biggest shift since the Industrial Revolution happening in 36 months. It's a powerful tool that makes humans more productive when deployed correctly with realistic expectations. For my money, the biggest underrated movement in the next half decade isn't AI agents calling you in your sleep. It's quantum technology, the non-hyped, under-the-radar breakthrough that will actually change everything. There's a lot more I have to say on this, so make sure you're subscribed. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so my digital clone can keep you ahead of these changes with real-world data, not viral hype. Let's embrace the age of AI abundance with clear eyes, realistic expectations, and strategic implementation. See you down the next rabbit hole. Want to be the winner of the AI age and a first mover? Transform your skills with real AI knowledge today in our AI labs. We go way beyond what I can cover in a 10-minute video. Specific frameworks, detailed training programs, and step-by-step systems for building a career in the AI economy. The AI revolution is creating the biggest job market transformation in history. The question isn't whether this will happen, it's already happening. Will you be positioned to benefit from it? Inside the labs, learn the exact systems my team and I are implementing right now that are delivering massive results for real businesses, including our own marketing at First Movers. Start your journey by walking through a customized pathway powered by AI. For a fraction of the price of what this level of coaching and live training should go for, I'm giving it all to you. Join us inside and learn more about the labs at firstmovers.ai/labs.
And let's bring it back. Let's connect our breathing to our body, to our mind, to our energy. To our energy of determination. That's right. We determine. We don't choose and lose, give up, believe lies, give in to fear. We don't do that. We don't give in to anxiety, stress, things that are not the truth of who we are. The way you did your best today, whatever exercises, stretches you chose to do, it's the same process you get to use here, now, wherever you go. In the gym of life, you get to grow your mind. You get to grow your mind health and your mind wealth. It's all